Hello and welcome to BattleTech, which is a new game set in the BattleTech universe, as you could probably imagine by the title. And since it came out like today when recording this, and probably yesterday when you could see this for the first time, I wanted to play this immediately. But let's watch the intro sequence first. Ah yes, first far faster than light in less than 100 years. Yes, probably not. It's telling the backstory. So we started in a few hundred years, hyperdrives from Earth. Then 500 years later, the Star League is being formed. It's that here, which basically unified every faction that existed before that into one realm. And major symbol of the power was the mechs. Alright. Then the fall of the Star League happened and Exodus. Alright. But even though Terra was taken back, Star League was no more. Huh. Alright, that's kind of a primer. If you're still confused, then I'll maybe bring refreshers on the backstory of the entire thing once we're in the game and when it's applicable. So if you don't know anything about BattleTech, then it's a good day to start, you know? It's a fun setting. My original exposure to the setting as such was, I believe, in the MechWarrior games, and more specifically in MechWarrior 2, I believe. I believe 2, first 2, then 3. And I really liked those, but I did appreciate them more from a simulation aspect, whereas the original tabletop game of the same name, BattleTech, was just a turn-based tabletop game, which is a little bit different than a simulation slash slow-paced ego shooter with big mechs. So basically, what we're going to expect here is that we'll become the commander of a mercenary company which uses BattleMechs, because BattleMechs, while they're not really practical, to be honest, you know, like multi-storehouse, high, tall metal beast that can weigh something between 15 and 100 tons. I don't think it's highly practical for various reasons, but it's cool and it's metal AF, so why not? You know, and there's always going to be war, and as a mercenary, we're going to be profiteering from conflicts. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and to also the more, let's say, managerial aspects of the entire thing, because we also have to keep an eye on our monetary income and what can we spend, and maybe in one battle we'll win, but we have so many casualties, not necessarily dead people, but you know, financial investments that need to be repaired, that the battle was not worth it, and we need to deal with that. But let's start the campaign. Let's see how that goes. I'll tell more specific things about when this is happening in a second. But I guess, from what I know, it's happening in kind of the original base BattleTech scenario, which was 30-25? 30-25, I believe. Which is after the Third Succession War. Yeah, as I said during the intro earlier, there used to be a big empire a couple hundred years ago until it fell, and ever since then we have been going back to smaller states.
I am Kamea of House Urano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromedir, and the Sword of Restoration. The But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
All right. BattleTech Restoration. As was managed, the game is mostly going to be taking place in the Oregon Coalition, a small kingdom in the remote periphery. Yeah. Regional space that lies on the outskirts of the more densely colonized inner sphere. Home to the Oregon Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy ruled by the Urano family. For 3 generations under the rule of House Urano, the Oregon Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. Here's where the story begins. So, what's nice about this game is that we can, click on stuff and then we get more explanations. I know quite a few things already. So basically, for the whole universe thing, if you're getting confused with the locations, which will take a while to get over if you're not familiar with the setting already, but bear with me. Basically, on the easiest scale, if you look at the map, there's always Earth or Terra right in the center of it, and around it used to be the core worlds in a sense. Around those, is what's called the inner sphere. Right now, the inner sphere is home to, I believe, at the moment, 5 major factions. I believe 5 major factions, depending on which time we're actually at. I think we're at 3025, so it should be 5. So those are the inner sphere. Does it make? Yeah. It's the regional space within 500 light years of Terra. They are divided between the 5 successor states of the former Star League, right? Beyond the inner sphere is the periphery, which is just everything that's bordering that, which is not a very clear definition, but it's a definition, alright. There's a few other smaller kingdoms like the Oregon Reach. If you ask someone from the inner sphere how the kingdoms in the periphery are like, then most will probably think it's like bandit kingdoms and people there live without rules and they eat their children and whatever, like they're uncivilized barbarians. But that's not necessarily the case. It's just people that for some reason prefer to live outside of the big successor states or in one of the smaller ones, and they're just trying to live the same lives. Technology is wildly different. There's probably no HPG access to everyone, but there are a few minor states who are stable. I think the Oregon Coalition was specifically invented for this game and didn't exist before, so it's kind of, and if you're looking at it from a canonical way, it's kind of apocryphal. But there are other canonical periphery states, like the Majesty of Canopus, for instance, which is kind of well known. So, outside of the periphery is also the deep periphery, if you go even further out. The further you go out, the less explored things are, but there are some smaller states there as well, like, for instance, the Hanseatic League, for instance, and a few others. But the further you get away from things, and in the deep periphery is also a faction that will become hugely important in like 30 years, but not right now. So I'm not going to talk about them unless we run into some of them. Maybe we run into I would love to run into the wolves. Anyway, let's move on. Before I talk for half an hour and you're like, what the frig are you talking about, man? Alright, decades ago, a family came to reach from Draconis Combine, Free Worlds League, Federated Sons, Learned Commonwealth, Talon Confederation, or Majesty of Canopus, the Rimroad Periphery, the Deep Periphery. Oh yeah. I would actually like that, you know, to be like someone who's originally from the Hanseatic League. I can live with that. Mech warriors that have from the Deep Periphery are rare, and even rarer as a mech warrior who will admit to such an origin. Beyond the utmost edges of the periphery lie depths of space that remain uncharted and unknown to most of human civilization. Little is known about these regions, but they are far from uninhabited. The Deep Periphery is littered with abandoned colonies and small outposts. Isolated from the rest of humanity, after the fall of Stalic, General Alexander Kerensky led the remnants of the Stalic defense force into the Deep Periphery, disappearing from the Ionosphere and from recorded history. For now. Anyway, there's also other major choices. I already talked about the Magistracy of Canopus, which is well, it's a small periphery state that's governed by magistrates, and women have a much higher social standing than men there. For instance, foreign concordats tend to be stubborn and aggressive. They're like very very proud of their freedom, and they have, but they have always been able to, but they have always needed to fight for it. Then, regarding the successor states, yeah, Draconis Combine is basically Japan. Or China? No, it's China. Oh, kinda. And then we have the Free Worlds League, who value justice and equality above all else. Federated Sons have finer skills and better equipment. See themselves as righteous warriors and champions of liberty, often to false, or they're frickin' Americans, basically. Then we have the Learned Commonwealth, which is Germans that come hardy, well equipped, and well trained. A reputation on the battlefield for not being particularly strategic thinkers. Yeah, sounds German, alright. And the Talon Confederation, which is smallest one, and they often had to hold their ground. I think they're like Russian and Chinese inspired. Probably. Or was it Japanese here? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, before I insult someone, we'll hail from the Deep Periphery. Of noble birth, the immigrants to the Regan Reach, families soon established and comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of a region space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. For the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral BattleMech, an old blackjack BJ-1. This is where you met Raju, Mistiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars, whom your parents hired for a season to train you as a mech warrior. Raju was a strict but capable teacher and quickly became a steward pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Until the day after your 16th birthday, when you took on your own. You know, I wanted to see stuff, you know? There to a noble family, you grew up wanting for nothing. As it turned out, you couldn't stand the life of a pampered nobility. Finally, one night you stole away with your family's ancestral blackjack and set off to find a new life to call your own. Good. Sounds good to me. I mean, I could also base it on which skill do I want more. And probably, you know, gunnery and piloting would be best. But I don't think I can get both of these together, so I'm just go with gunnery and tactics. You know? I mean piloting and tactics because I think it fits my narrative, and I think narrative should trump, you know, skill points. On your own, you fell into the life of a... Frontier freelancer? You roamed the remote periphery as a freelancer, signing on for whatever odd contracts you could find as a mech warrior for hire. It was a solitary life, but you became more comfortable with the itinerant lifestyle. You found you were able to make a decent living, helping the people of the frontier. Get tactics again. Can I get maybe, you know, gunnery? Piloting? I think I got piloting here, so maybe I want gunnery. Maybe I just don't care about that. No, it's also ability. I think I should go with narrative again, and I think I would prefer Frontier Freelancer. While running a routine patrol for local government on the outskirts of the Regan Reach, he was set upon by pirates and left for dead. Raju happened to be visiting the capital city and picked up your distress call. Upon rescuing you, he offered you a job in the house around a royal guard. So it is you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of Lady Camilla Arano. Oh yay, so... pronoun, I think we're gonna go with they. No, we're gonna go with he. But interesting, I can go with a they pronoun, that's progressive of you. I'm gonna go with a he though. And... looks decent enough. Yeah, let's take that. And a call sign. I'm actually not gonna go with criminal because it's like weird to spell out. I'm gonna go with an older nickname of mine. Yeah. Well, I'm from the Hanseatic League, so I think I can take a German last name. You know. Let's take that one. All right. Good. So we're shit at hitting stuff, but we have tactics, you know. Effectiveness of called shot opportunities, or reduce the penalty for indirect fire, and improves the minimum range of weaponry. Okay. Right. I'll get an achievement for just getting through the character creation. Oh yeah. Hello, Tamano Arano II is dead. The Regan Reach is left in an uncertain crossroads. Once prosperous, it is now a kingdom in decline, surrounded by powerful neighbors. Lord Santiago Espinosa, brother-in-law to the late High Lord, is convinced that the slow-moving Council of Founding Houses must be dissolved. His proposed directive would conscript their house guard and centralize power under a single throne. However, the High Lord's heir, the noble Lady Camilla Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authoritarian state. He refuses to act on her uncle's directive and has rebuked his vehement pleas to reconsider. On the morning of Lady Arano's ascension to the throne, her loyal captain of the guard, Raju Mastiff Montgomery, makes preparations to escort her safely to the coronation procession that awaits in Cordia City. Oh yeah, nothing can go wrong there, you know. Was never a future ruler assassinated on coronation day. No. But he does that. Civilized. Alright, let me check something real quick. Yeah. Wanted to know if I was actually recording and not just talking to myself, you know? Alright.
Command interface initiated.
Blackjack, alright. Okay, we can move the camera. Good. Right mouse button or Q&E to rotate. Okay, but that works, but Q&E somehow doesn't. Okay, Strider. I had the Espinosa refit yards rush to repairs in your blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some diagnostics on it just to be sure. Standard field tests. You know the drill, right? More importantly, though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you out here to do. Now do me a favor and get that BattleMech moving. Let's see if there's any kinks in the actuators. I think it's actuate. Alright, so...
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
So we can move. Also very important for our mech is that our upper part can also be turned relative to our movement axis, which is a feature if you ever played one of those games, you know, you know about. I have pretty recent experience with MechWarrior games by playing MechWarrior Online for quite some time, on and off. Not right now, but I did play it last like year ago or something. So I know quite a lot of things about it. But MechWarrior Online plays in a slightly different setting, like 30 years from now. So a few things are different, but you know the general stuff. Anyway, I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Tamari's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamiya's safety during her coronation procession. Anyway, looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burned out urban mechs on open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything. But my gut tells me something's off. And a warrior trusts their instincts.
Alright. You didn't tell me with what I was supposed to fire, so I'm just gonna conserve on my AC ammo, you know? Because I don't really need it. We're just gonna make a field test here.
Engaging target.
And apparently my lasers were enough to deal with this old burned out urban mech.
Destroyed.
Sorry bro. Good shot, your gun's on working order at least. Training lady around since he was 13 years old. She can be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubts that she'll be just an effective ruler. It's an us to see her safely to Korea City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital with her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria. Well, she's only been training for me under a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth to be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer. You see that drone over there, the one's moving through the tree line? Put some hurt on it for me, and when it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. After it's down, we'll keep moving.
Kamiya's like a daughter to me. And her late father, High Lord Tamari, was a good friend.
So, this time we're gonna target that poor little fella. He wanted me to fire at first. He didn't wanted me to aim at a specific target, right? This said fire first, then when it moves, hit its ass. So let's fire. So we only dented the armor because the front armor is pretty high. Now it's
Victoria pulls no
accumulating
punches.
to be scared.
She's been a loyal companion to Kamiya since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
And now we're gonna pummel its back because now it has its back turned toward us. So our most likely zone to hit would be this area here, which could be the side turret, part of which we have already had hit before, but it's probably the very exposed rear area. Also, because this is a very simple, cheap tank, those are destroyed as soon as any one segment is destroyed. I'll probably go into segments and how to destroy stuff at some point. Nice shot. Didn't know how familiar you are with Oregon politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamari's death. It needs a smooth transition, transfer of power, and Kamiya belongs on the Cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend off the cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground there near the edge of the lake. One of the pretty awesome things about mechs is most of them also have jump jets, so they can do fun stuff like that. Let's face rightly. Let's face vaguely that direction.
Enemy detected.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
Alright. Warning, plasma leak detected, jump jet malfunction, jump jet systems damage, system inoperative repaired. Oh, for the love of our gods. This is what I get insisting on a rush job. Not that I had much of a choice. This one was a refit yards with backlogging like you wouldn't believe. It looked like they were trying to process every single royal mech in time for the coronation. There isn't any time to get your jets replaced, so we're gonna have to make do without him. Go ahead and take that mech down with a melee attack. Want to be sure nothing else is gonna break down your blackjack before we take it out on the Cormorant Road. Alright. In addition to hitting things with our guns, we can also hit it with a melee attack, which is fun. So let's do that. Bam! Good hit, at least that's solid. Alright, one last test. I want you to take your blackjack up to sprint and evade my attack.
Push that engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
Sure. We can also sprint. I think we have more movement than, but we can't fire. Normally we would be able to fire... we would be able to move first and then fire. We can't fire first and then move, but we always have to move first, which is a strange limitation, but if we sprint, I think we can move further. We also build more evasion charge, and well, congratulations, Strider. Your blackjack is as combat ready as it can be, given the circumstances. For what it's worth, I hope my suspicions turn out to be unfounded, and we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, then I know you'll be ready. Alright, it's time to move out. Later on is waiting for us at the mech bay.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
As you can see here, depending on how far we move, we build these evasion charges, or chevrons, as some people have started to call them. The more we have, the lower the chances of enemies hitting us are. But every time they try to hit us, we also lose an evasion charge, so we can't keep it up forever unless we continue to move and don't get shot at too much. Strider, allow me to introduce Camilla Rano, the soon-to-be High Lady of the Regan Coalition. Is Lady Victoria on this channel? For the time being, my father summoned me to the Picton docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family refit yachts to preside over the coronation. Behold, the responsibilities of a noble daughter, in front of tedium that runs never dry. I know the feeling, cousin. By this time tomorrow, I'll be responsible for the entire reach. Do my best to you, father, and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens are already taking bets on how long it'll take me to cripple that customized monstrosity you pilot. Bold words, cousin. But the only victory that we're celebrating is mine. You may be ascending the throne today, but my Kaga is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a BattleMech, and the arena, I reign supreme. We'll see, cousin. We'll see. At any rate, I'll see you at the tourney grounds. Sir Raju, I'm ready to go when you are, overland along the Cormorant Road as the Arana tradition. Hi, Camille. We'll get you then one, please. Strider falling behind me. And remember what I told you.
Mission successful.
Alright. Yeah, Succession was destroyed. Starleaf factories making BattleMechs more hard to maintain and produce. Much is now lost tech. So, easiest way to get a new mech is not to order one somewhere, but to partially destroy something.
I remember the Regan Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters, and the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Arana will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
Looks like we're gonna have a surprise backstabbing on our hands. Not that anyone's surprised who has played a video game before or seen movies before, but, you know, we should probably act like we're surprised. Angry attack to take advantage of your enemy's vulnerable armor locations. Yep. It's gonna be really important. Also, on the same note, it's going to be important to show the enemy mostly sides of our mech that are not prone to breaking anytime soon. You know? In MechWarrior Online, I probably make a lot of comparisons with MechWarrior Online because that's the game that I've most experience with, and also the most recent experience with. I know since it is a turn-based tactics game that some things will be different, but I think some things will translate rather well into that. You know, probably not loadouts and the general meta, but you know, ideas like, you know, blocking shots with your arm if you're not firing and stuff, you know? But let's see.
Command interface initiated.
I'm going to miss this, Raju. The clarity of purpose that I feel in the cockpit of a BattleMech. The simplicity of it. Here they are, just up ahead. City gates and my future all laid out before me. Wait, what is that smoke? A guard post, one of the small ones that dot the roads into the capital. But the emergency band's been quiet all morning. I haven't heard anything about any fire.
This is damned odd, and I don't like it. Kid, keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything.
Okay, what do you guys have? You have Centurion. Centurion is a pretty decent kind of close range mech. Has an AC 10. AC is short for autocannon. Autocannon fire big projectile weapons. Has limited ammo, but it does pretty decent damage at not that much heat. As we've seen before, if we have a lot of lasers, like our Blackjack has, if we fire all of them together, it doesn't cost us ammo. But it does cost heat, so we should be careful with that. And it also has long-range missiles.
I'm listening.
Lady Rano has short-range missiles, a whole bunch of them. And 2 medium lasers and LRMs, so she's also going to be wanting to be up close and personal, you know? Likes it up close and personal, no problem there. While we with medium lasers and AC2s are kind of comfy sitting in the back. So let's, as a general order, let's maybe have Kamiya and Mastiff up front and us behind them. Some sort of explosion. Looks recent too. You think it was an accident? No chance. You see those scorch marks in the rubble? That's laser fire. We need to get you out of here, Kamiya, right now. Yes, I think you're right. There's a patrol of Royal Guards mechs up ahead. We should go to them.
Whatever's happening here, I won't let it derail your coronation. Your people need you.
Thank you, Raju. I will prove myself worthy of the faith you've placed in me.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Well, we could either go alongside the road. We have our units travel faster along roads. Or we could take the direct route, or we could, like, split our forces. Not too sure what to think about these two guys there, you know? So... do we all have jump jets? You do actually not have jump jets.
Yes, I hear you.
You don't, I don't, because mine are broken. So we should be careful of that, because I'm not sure if we can pass through here without jump jets. We can probably walk through here, but not too much. Anyway. We're gonna be doing the following. Massive goes up to the center.
Copy that.
Kamiya runs alongside the road.
I'm on the move.
And we're gonna flank slightly right.
Standing by.
Alright.
I'll make it happen.
And what's on over there? Let's see. I'm not entirely sure where we can pass through here. Works.
On my way.
Sure if I can actually walk through here. Completely honest. Let's maybe not circle around quite as far as I wanted to, because not sure if this is passable. Oh, let's... Alright, who wants to go first? Have Mastiff going first here. Only we can go down this path. Hail Mastiff! Hail Lady Rano! We're preparing for Lady Rano's coronation parade when we got word of the disturbance along the Cormorant Road. The outpost behind us was attacked. Suraju found evidence of laser fire. Is the road behind you clear? Aye, all the way to the southern gate. Lead the way, Suraju. We're falling behind you and guard your six. Tell me something, guardsman. If the road is clear, why is the BattleMech damaged? Our mechs are overdue for maintenance, but that isn't important right now. We need to worry about Lady Rano's safety. Now, my lady, if you come with us. No, you're lying to us. It's my coronation day. No BattleTech would have sent you out for parade duty in that condition. I'm a sovereign, so you will tell me what happened here. Damn it, girl. We don't have time for this. Take them. Kill the old man and the mech warrior, but take Lady Rano alive.
Fall back, Kamea. Get behind us.
You didn't train me to cower, Raju. You trained me to fight.
Safeties disengaged.
As combat has begun, different mechs move in different phases. Lighter units generally move earlier than heavy ones.
More practice.
Reserve all units' actions to a later phase. Use the reserve button or press the end key. Right. So, as you can see right now, only Mastiff can move. That's not because he has a lighter mech than us. He also has a medium mech, same as us. So I'm not entirely sure. I think Kamiya might have actually have a heavy mech. Not entirely sure what the Kentaro is. It's a heavy mech, right? Kentaros are heavy, it's not medium. But since they have high tactic skill, I think they have like something that makes them go earlier than they should. Anyway, Mastiff can go first because he's in a lighter mech. We can't see him from. Because I wanted to, you know, flank him and hit him in his backside somewhere. Also, we could just melee him, which might be hilarious, you know. I can either melee him from here or do that. Ah, just click them. Okay. I don't like this position because then we have our side fully exposed to that guy, maybe our back. So let's actually melee attack from here. Let's see where that leads us. It'd probably be more effective to use our weapons, but you know, screw that guy.
Roger that. To hell with the weapon.
Ouch. Yeah, he hit all of our right arm the entire time. Just exposed our structure there.
You have my attention.
Basically, in order to take a mech down, let's do that real quick. In order to take a mech down, you have to normally take down the center torso by going through the center torso armor, which is the lighter indicator here. And then once that is down, you can go through the structure. However, you don't necessarily hit the center structure just by firing at it. You might hit other things depending on where you're located and which side of a mech you're facing. So there's that. Another thing another way to take down a mech would be to shoot off both legs. After you shoot on one, they fall down, which makes it easier to hit. But one of those can I target. I can only target that guy. Alright, so do we want to take this guy out, or do we want to try and spread some love to that guy already? I think I'd be fine with just trying to take out this one guy. Maybe I can find something where she can also shoot with her SRMs and not just her long-range missiles. Should work, right? Yeah. Alright. Do that. She can also multi-target, which means she can use her weapons on different targets, so we're gonna be doing that. right? No. Target. How do I do that? A, B, now I select both. Alright. Because I want to use my LRMs on the A mech, because, well, even that one is pretty close, but I want to actually kind of... Raju's kind of standing directly in the way there. Chance to hit the Panther is slightly higher, you know, with these weapons. I'm not sure if we can actually hit our buddy here, which would be fun to see. So I just might do it just to figure out if it can happen. So let's try this. We'll probably not down the Panther, but maybe Strider can take care of it. Also, it reduces the evasion here already. Alright, apparently that guy's down already. Good for you. So, but now I'm in the uncomfortable position that I can't really reach anyone. That's a shame. Sprint. Which doesn't help me get down this bridge somehow. Hope I can get down the switch. I mean, Raju was able to get down there, right? I mean, Mastiff. I should be able to get down here as well, right? Oh, jeez. We can't do anything, I'm afraid. So again, Mastiff can go first. Might be able to hit his back from here. Only slightly. Let's try regardless, you know. Reserve ammo.
Roger.
Don't like that we expose our right arm, which has our AC-10. Kind of our most valuable weapon. I don't think we can down him before that.
All weapons are go.
That's not good, probably. I mean, we also killed a bunch of his weapons,
Punch right
but...
through his armor.
Well, thankfully he decided to move and not just shoot at our arm. Which I'm thankful for, buddy. But you're gonna die regardless. So can I move down here? Great. Great, because I also want to get a shot, you know? I want my fucking shot. Alright, normally at 50% I would probably not fire in order to conserve heat, but since apparently he's our last enemy and we can probably cool off... Well, it's... Alpha Strike!
All weapons committed.
Firing with all your weapons is called an Alpha Strike. No. Not that we did hit much. But Kamiya seems pretty capable, so maybe she'll be able to finish that guy off.
Location confirmed.
That traitor. Not that guy, that traitor. He's almost down, just a few more hits to his center area and he's just gonna
I'll make it happen.
go down. I didn't watch that. Actually, she might be overheating now. Oops. I realized that too late. I was talking and then I didn't see. Oh no, there was this warning sign. Oops. Or an enemy mech with an Alpha Strike, yeah. Kamiya! Kamiya, can you hear me? Alexander, we were just attacked. The Royal Guard, my own guardsmen, tried to take me prisoner. Happening here too. The Royal Guard are killing one another in the halls. Lord Carosa's house guard just got gunned down in front of me. The tourney pavilion is a slaughterhouse. I won't let these seditionists, or whoever they are, steal my birthright. We need to rally every loyalist we can find and make a push on the capital. I'll take the throne by force if I must. Go to Ruda Township, to the armory. Your soldiers are using it as a rallying point. Heard Lord Decimus sent his house guard there a few minutes ago. Someone's here. I have to move. Rally what forces you can and meet me at the tourney grounds. Be safe. You heard him. Mastiff, to Ruda Township. We'll go there, rally our fighters, and march on the southern gate with our army at our back. Kamiya, I know that you and Lord Madeira are friends, but we can't take what he told you on faith. Right now, we don't know who we can trust. In this case, we do. Alexander's been my closest friend and confidant for as long as I can remember. Loyalty is beyond question. I trust him with my life. And yours. Now take me to the armory. Come on, my lady.
Traitors in the guard. And I fear this is only the beginning. Follow me. Keep close and remember your
So we're
training.
heading there.
Things are likely to get
The obvious route would be to go... would be to go along the road. Maybe we can send someone up here to flank, you know? So she's overheated right now. Because,
I'm
oops.
getting a sensor trace.
Because I used way too many weapons at the same time for no reason, especially those LRMs were really not that helpful and just generated a lot of heat and use of ammo. So that was pretty stupid. You know, I was just smelling blood and wanted to get it over with, but learn from this, and I'll also probably learn from this, just don't. You know? Just don't. Smart about it. As long as she's overheated, she gets damage to, or she or anyone who's overheated gets damage to internal systems, so it's pretty helpful to not try and do that. So we have 3 vehicles, 125 tons, 135 tons, and 130 tons. Okay. Actually, reserve Mastiff.
Let them come. I'll be waiting.
Right, that was my idea as well. Because if I move in, they can definitely shoot at me. Right now, we're still far enough away. So let them come to us and shoot it and try and shoot at us. You know?
I'm listening.
I could do the same thing again in theory, or I could try and take these guys out, but I think I'll actually just... Can I just go back? Yeah. I think I'm just gonna reserve everyone again. As you can see from the initiative chart here, one of the enemies in phase 3 has already moved. Gonna be one more that's gonna move in phase 2, so we're probably gonna reserve all the way to phase 1.
Standing by.
And just wait until they made their way here, and then they hopefully land shots at, well, a few of them. Without exposing ourselves to too much fire, because if we would have moved in, that Scorpion would have been able to fire, and probably also whatever that thing is would have also been able to fire.
I've got another blip on my sensor.
No matter what we do still have our evasion charges until we actually do something. So sometimes just waiting and making and waiting for the enemy to make a move might be an interesting thing. Alright.
God, that shot went internal.
Alright, so but now we're gonna do anything. We're not just gonna stand around here and wait to die, you know? That was not the plan. We wanted to get into a position where we could all fire at the enemy. So which one do we want to shoot for? Which one of you do I want to kill first, you know? Tough question. C5, M laser, S laser, SRM, LM. I think I want to kill that guy first, to be honest.
Triggering an alpha. Damn you for making me do that, son. Never stood a chance.
Nope. Quite.
You have my attention.
Alright, you'll be able to hit something. I might be able to hit that one that's close. Right, that's. I think this kind of this broken line kind of indicates that we have some measure of sight on it, but it's probably obscured behind the terrain a little bit. So let's actually have Strider move first. Take his shot. It's probably not gonna take down that guy, but. Yeah. Also, only the AC2s are in range.
Engaging target.
Nice job.
Alright.
kid.
Alright.
Never hostile on the board.
Guess those tanks were very badly maintained, I guess.
Tell me what you need.
And then Lady Camilla can lob some LRMs as it looks like. For that, it actually doesn't really matter where she's standing. With LRMs, you can actually fire indirectly, so you don't need to have your own line of sight towards the enemy. Fine if someone else on the team does. So I'm actually going to be moving her over here because here we would have the high ground, you know. And as Obi-Wan would tell you, you know, having the high ground is useful. So we should go here. And then we'll lob some LRMs over there. We'll still cool off even with the LRM fire. Just not that we're gonna do much damage just with the LRMs, but it's fine. After every combat round, the initiative charges reset. So even if we were in phase 1 the turn before, because we reserved, we'll still appear in the same order that we were before. I would now like to figure out which one of those will move first. But I'm actually going to take that move from Mastiff. He's probably going to get shot at again. So I don't want to expose the right arm too much. Okay. Let's see if we can do that. The right arm. So here, and head slightly left, and the right arm should be protected. Right? Right? If I take my corner side here, I can still fire at the enemies. But I'm going to be showing my left side of the mech toward them, which is the one that's not quite as exposed as the rest, you know? So we're gonna do that. That Scorpion is probably gonna regret that he ever existed in a second, but you know.
Vehicle down. The poor bastards.
Okay, do I have? No, I actually don't. Do you? Actually don't either. There's something there, right? It's not showing where it's... Oh, it's actually coming in the next phase. Oh, I guess with that in sight, because we don't have any shot at it regardless, so we're just gonna wait again. We'll probably move in closer to take a shot at Mastiff. Bad for Mastiff, but you know, let's still hit the right arm somehow. Jesus, man. I showed you my left arm, but you still managed to hit the right one. Oh well, I guess that AC is gone. It sucks. Alright. So we have a pretty decent shot with everything. We have no heat issues at the moment, so I say Alpha.
All weapons committed.
What are you shooting at, man? Jesus.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Yeah, as we can see, Mastiff's AC-10 is gone, sadly. Which leaves him with a couple of M lasers and RM10. Oh well, I guess he's just gonna wait. I think we're gonna... Since he lost his AC-10, I think it would be best to have Lady Camilla up in the very front, so he's just gonna stay put for a turn, I believe. He's gonna brace here.
Aye.
I
Holding
probably need to walk a little bit further.
Oh no. No, no. We're too late.
What are you talking about?
Talk to me.
I'm on my way.
Come here. Come here to read me. Espinosa, your uncle. Do you hear me? How's Espinosa's usurping the throne? Can't be. My uncle. Victoria. I just watched an Epinosa BattleMech plow through an alley full of civilians. This is happening, and it's happening now. The loyalists have fallen back to the market district. That's where they're making their stand. Left of the Royal Guard is doing their best, but there's something wrong with the BattleMechs. Wait, what's that sound? Oh god!
Alexander!
It's over, Camilla. Your ascendancy, the Rano legacy, all of it. Sorry, what have you done? You know, Camilla, for years, I loved you like a sister. Then my father helped me see it. Family's complacency. What's done to reach. Our nation dwindles like a dying star, and House Rano is to blame. My father offered you a path to glory. I'd have fought under your banner proudly, served as your strong right hand. It was like a knife in my heart when you turned him away. Damn it, Victoria, I thought you're better than this. You taught me lies. Camilla, for the love that I once bore you, I'm gonna give you a chance to surrender. I even spare the old man and his mech warrior if you stand down now. I don't want to see you hurt, but you cannot be allowed to rule. See you hang for this, Victoria. You and your father both. Do you hear me? Betrayed us to the Reach, and I will fight you to the last. And you're truly a fool. I'll spare you in spite of yourself, but you cost your royal escort their lives. So we got company.
Espinosa forces. This is Lady Victoria Espinosa. Lady Arano is to be apprehended and taken alive by my command. Fail to follow these instructions, and you will have me to deal with.
So again, we don't have anything on our left arm. So if we can, since Massive has already lost some of his armament, I would like to offer my left arm to the enemy. So let's just... I'd still like to move somewhere where I do gain some movement without overexposing myself. Because two of them are actually... Actually, you know what? Right now we have 4 evasion charges. So let's actually not do anything. Let's just wait again. Because if we move, it'll be reduced down to 2, if I understand the system correctly. Because we're not sprinting, but just moving. Well, that didn't do much.
Damage minimal.
Because evasion charge, you know. What do we have, by the way? We have a locust, a spider, and a cicada. That just tried death from above. Brave little spider. Gotta admit, but you know, you just went right into the middle of us. And your death from above, which is, you know, use your jump jets and then stomp on another mech, which is a cool move, but you know, I'm not sure if it was the smartest move in the position here. You know? I'm gonna wait again. Let's see what the cicada does. We still have our evasive charges and stuff.
Standing by.
Let's see what he does. Not like we're gonna down him before. Strikes right up to our faces and hits us with the lasers.
Damage minimal.
Fun guys. Fun guys. So Camilla, which one do you want to kill personally, you know? Because I feel it's gonna come quickly and decisive. So let's... You try and lob that cicada. Why does it have 4 charges? I don't quite get that. Why does it have 4 evasion charges built up? I don't have multi-target. You have multi-target though. We move back here and still turn to face both here. Because I would like to remove some of the evasion charge from the cicada because it has like a whole bunch of them somehow.
Follow my lead.
So let's multi-target. That goes to hit B and 25%. That's pretty weak. The weak sauce, man. How about that locust? Wait. Right, I guess we're gonna hit that locust and let that cicada be. Alright. They have pretty terrible armor, all of them. But doesn't really matter much because their guns work fine. No? They're just gonna die quicker. Okay, who do you want to kill? Guess we're not gonna go after the cicada because it's like percent. I want to take 50%. I really would like that cicada to die, you know?
Reading you loud and clear.
I'd really like that cicada to go down, you know? So let's move behind it. Then we'll take whatever shot we have. Probably not the LRMs, but the rest.
I'm moving out.
You want to multi-target again? Well, 50% is 50%, so... And we can still do multi-target for free, so... That go. That. Maybe I could also just send just enough money over to just enough damage over to the spider to kill it. But I would really like to damage that cicada before it can do more harm. So let's try that.
Discharging weapons.
Alright, that didn't kill it. I could probably finish off the spider. Doubt I can finish off the cicada if I hit the back of it. How did you stand right behind it and not hit the back? Oh, it didn't have any armor at the back. My apologies, Lady Camilla. Obviously, you were smart enough to hit it in the back if you could. Okay. You can also do a melee attack from behind. It would do 40 damage, assuming we hit. Which, unless we hit the center torso, would definitely kill it. However, if we were to move, let's say, here... Counter. Maybe? Yeah? Here we would. Couple 50% shots, so it can probably go either way. Oh well. We probably cleaned up the spider and not worried about the cicada too much. Unless I managed to kill it somehow, then I made the right choice. If I didn't, then I probably did make the wrong choice.
Engaging target.
And that went right into the arm and the side torso. Probably took out quite a bit of the weaponry, but...
Attention, citizens of Coromadir 6. This is Lord Santiago Espinosa. With the unanimous support of the founding houses, I have assumed control of the Oregon Coalition. For your own protection, I urge you to remain calm and stay indoors until otherwise instructed. All hostile units, stand down, and you have my oath that you will not be harmed. Resist, and you will be fired upon.
Alright.
My father placed his faith in that man. I gave him my trust. He was family.
So same. Medium lasers to the spider. Might be able to kill it, probably not. and the other M's here. If we hit the center torso or the side torso, it's gonna be doing significant damage to him. If we don't, then it can continue to exist for some time.
I'm being flanked.
Yeah, I'm aware.
They're stripping armor off of my mech.
Alright, so should try and kill that cicada before it comes before it starts moving again. No? Ooh.
I'll do what you ask.
Any reason to multi-target? Rams are not that good here, but not much better with the other guys either. Still, we can do it for free, so let's... We cannot do it for free, we'll overheat. Let's not do it. Let's just not fire with the LRMs. Multi-target generates additional heat? Oh no. Okay. So let's switch off one of the M lasers. Should be fine.
I'm locked in on the target.
Nice to see you!
Unit down.
Alright, so it went kind of according to my plan. I wanted to kill that cicada before he gets to do something again. What are you trying to do now? That's an aggressive one, isn't it?
Solid.
First it comes in, death from above, and now it's barely struggling to move, but it wants to go melee. Cute. You know, I might almost be inclined to kill you last. So let's fire at the Locust. ACs again. We'll probably be able to kill it. We probably don't need all the weapons, but you never know what you're gonna hit. Well, to be honest, with 80%, and we really only need 2 shots at the center torso to hit there. Let's conserve 1.
Engaging target.
Damn it. We knocked it down, but we didn't kill it. Was that one AC that didn't connect?
You've got my attention.
But you can kill that guy. You probably don't need the LRMs for that, to be honest. As he said, but then he looked at it and said, oh, we can do it cold shot, right? Because it's down on the ground, we can actually choose what we want to hit. So let's only shoot for the center torso. We only need 1 of those to hit, and we have an 85% chance to. So it should be.
What a waste.
Right, he kind of lost all his faith in I don't know what he lost his faith in, but he's not doing too well without friends, and he's probably just saying, please kill me now, I don't want to live in this world without my friends. And you just killed, you horrible people. Well, we're glad to oblige. Sure? Sir? I don't know, maybe it's actually not a mister, I don't know. In any event, we don't need the AC2s. I'm afraid that didn't quite kill him. But it should be injured sufficiently for Lady Arena to kill it. She probably doesn't want to use all of her weapons. Swan structure, yeah. Thank you. Which of these do I want to... 14... 10... I think we don't really need the SRMs, right? Not all of them. I also can't do that. I definitely can't do that. I could fire with both lasers, or... Alright, I'm gonna fire...
I'll do what you ask.
Both legs destroyed. Okay, that'll also work. Come here, to read me. Alexander, thank the gods. I thought I lost you when the bombs fell. We nearly did. Mia, the city's lost. We have to get off this planet, and we need to do it now. Can't abandon Koromadir. This is my home, my birthright. Battle's over, Camilla. Lord Madeira has the right of it. It's time for you to run. Escape from this madness and live to restore the coalition another day. You're both right. Onco is won. The Reach is his. We'll mourn for it later, the both of us. For now, you need to move. I have a dropship waiting at Shepherd's Pass. I'm on my way there now. Hurry and meet me there, please. We're on our way.
You get to that ship, Alexander. I mean it. We will not lose you and my throne on the same day.
Alright, since Mastiff has already lost quite a bit, I think we're gonna be leading the charge with
Orders?
Lady Camilla. Why are we still in initiative order? Weird. Thought since we had no enemy targets at the moment, you wouldn't be, but currently wrong. Why are you moving so?
Confirmed.
Wait, oh, there's something happening actually. My bad. Do we then want to wait in case there's more things happening? I think in that case I'm gonna be wait. I'll wait and see if more things head away. Again, similar reasons as before. Okay, now you can lead the charge down. Get to do anything this turn, but
Affirmative.
right, brace. Self. Be moving. So we're probably gonna be waiting again. We're both kind of behind a ridge here, so I'm not certain if they'll be able to move and attack us. So in case they don't, we'd be better off waiting until phase 2 again. Right, apparently I was right. Do the same again. Well, apparently we're not quite enough behind the ridge. But okay. In any event.
Standing by.
Got my
Master.
attention.
Sensor Loki also has an ability that I haven't used so far, which removes 2 evasive charges, but he can't fire with any other weapon this turn. Might be helpful in some situations.
Affirmative.
But these vehicles don't have more than 1 evasive charge, so we no need to use anything on them. Alright, let's multi-target. Can take both the evasion charges off so the other guys can. Alright. Damn it, man! How'd you miss that? But even if you totally whiff, you'll still remove the evasion charge. So now,
Tell me what you need.
me and Strider will have an easier job getting those guys out of the way.
I'm moving out.
I guess you'll hit this again. There's an AC-5 and a machine gun. That one has the missiles. I should like to remove those missiles before. The AC-5 hurts too, so I want to kill all of you. I could split her damage a bit. We'll most likely hit the side, or the back, or the front. Unless we hit the front. Well, the front also doesn't have much armor, to be honest. We only need like 30-ish damage to kill it if 2 shots hit the same target. So since we have a full salvo, I think we can kind of split our weapons a bit. See if that works out. It's highly experimental here, but let's see. So if I'm right, then we should be fine with just M lasers and SRM hitting that thing, and then we can use those for the other guy. That's the other RAM, I guess. Well, not the other RAM, it puts way too much heat. We're already running really hot with 3 SRM6s. Well, let's try that.
I'll make it happen.
Yes. Yes. Math, man.
Boarding one less vehicle.
That's what you call a double kill. Okay, so again, can move up. Also to our objective here. So far nothing's really moving our direction.
Talk to me.
Here?
Roger that.
I don't really see anything here. I think this blue circle should be the range of our sensors, but I don't really see anything other than this light turret, which is apparently just barely out of sensor range. Or it's not active yet or something, I don't know. But I guess we can mentally prepare ourselves for turrets. Since apparently we're kind of out of range here right now, let's just stay here. Does that make sense to stay here? Or do we just run in there and kill, kill, kill? Try to, at least. I mean, if I wait another turn, Mastiff will also be able to contribute, which would kind of be the reason for why I want to stay here for another turn, because right now apparently nobody's moving toward us. And we're kind of in a position where we can move in and probably make something happen, but nothing's happening yet. So I'm gonna move here. I'll have cover from this pile of rocks if anything happens over there.
Standing by.
Let's have Camille move in first.
Location confirmed.
This is your last chance, cousin. Don't make me order your death. Do whatever you must, betrayer. Headstrong something. Apparently I clicked that twice. Apparently that Wolverine is not trying to kill us. However, it hasn't. Not in the line of sight at all, sadly. Well, I want to say it hasn't moved yet, so it has no evasive charge, but we're also not in range, so let's brace.
Reporting minimal damage.
How do you build 4 evasion charges by just moving like 3 steps? What the actual hell? And we also have turrets to worry about, which will fire at phase 1. So I'd have to think about either taking them out or deal with them shooting at us with an M laser and 2 MGs, which would probably not be in range. M laser MGs. You can do a maximum of 90 damage, 50 plus 40. That wouldn't be enough to kill a turret even if everything would connect. Good to know. Anyway. Would you have a shot on that guy? Would. Much. I'm debating what I wanted to use sensor lock on the Wolverine. I think I'm actually gonna do it. We're moving in something that has cover. Here. Bring the right on there again. It's already broken. I don't like that. I'm pretty much exposed here though. I go here. Oh, here they are.
Copy that.
I'm gonna use that sensor lock ability to remove at least some of the evasive charge from that guy.
I've got a sensor lock.
As I said, it removes 2 evasion. We can even use it on things that we don't have line of sight yet, and then pummel it with LRMs or something, you know? So, regarding you, could move here, and then this would be out of range except for the Ace-2s. Same here. So you're not going to be able to kill it either way. So I guess we're going to be unloading on that Wolverine. Right, shiny.
All weapons committed.
Alright, we exposed some structure on it. Camilla has to hold firm there. Yeah, 1 turret fired. Apparently that is out of range. Wait, not complaining. So that Wolverine will move next no matter what I do, which means it'll probably pull up another evasion charge again. But Right now I can hit at I can try to hit it with the M lasers. And also throw some LRMs to that light laser turret so that maybe someone else can finish it off. This sounds like a pretty decent-ish idea. That. I have the same shots on here. 60, 90. I have better shot from the other position. 80. I'd rather take those 80%, even though he's kind of exposed there. Show what left on. Probably don't, but
Aye, aye.
take the damage with the left on. Alright, multi-target. You go hit that guy. You. There, we have one hit. 80% is a little bit disappointing, but okay. Yeah, but the left arm tanked most of the damage, which was as I planned it to.
Busted.
Alright.
Tell me what you need.
Need you to run in there. And then hit that thing with your short range missiles. My lady. Probably. I think the is there. Well, the M lasers and the LRMs together might be able to take out the light laser turrets. Emphasis on might, but you still be doing something helpful. Oh, so I'm moving here. And multi-target. I'm gonna go for B. I'm gonna go for this 50, 70 damage. If everything connects, this turret should die. There is a pretty decent chance that it doesn't though, but we'll take it from there if it doesn't die, you know? I mean, I could send another SRM over there, but I would rather try and pummel down the Wolverine and strip it of some of its weaponry too. Oh, let's try.
Discharging.
If we're lucky, we can kill the turret too and just spread out the damage real nicely. But if we don't, we look like a fool. No, we don't look like the fool!
Target destroyed.
Alright. Oh, this target will probably be able to fire now, but I'm not sure if I can do much about that. Because I'd rather prefer to, you know, do something about that Wolverine. Because it's like it's not looking too pretty at this point. Take a look. Well, the center is almost cored. Sadly, Strider has no idea how to shoot at specific targets on a mech. Oh, I would need to be lucky. Which I don't like relying on luck, to be honest. What else is do also have a shot on that, so maybe the safe bet would actually be to take out this laser turret so that it doesn't bother us. And then in the next turn take out that Wolverine. It'll be able to do something with its round, but at least the turret will be down. Yeah, I'll just fire everything. I probably don't need to fire everything, but just to be safe. No? I actually whiffed so much of those 90% that it didn't work out. Alright. Well, someone more competent at shooting than Strider will probably do it with multi-target, like, you know, Estiv. like only 22, so the LRMs should be able to take care of it by themselves. We're in a pretty decent position. I'll just not move at all. Normally would be helpful to move because you build up evasive charges, but right now our aim is to just take down all opposition, and we're sitting in a pretty decent spot here at the moment. So let's just multi-target again. Try this. Thank you.
Target destroyed.
He's like, oh no, I gotta run. I have an appointment. I don't want to die.
Yes, I hear you.
Lady Arena, what do you have to say about that? You know, some fool trying to run away from us. I wonder. We probably don't need the LRMs. We definitely don't need. And then yeah, let's do that. I could do that. Let's do that. Slightly less heat. Don't jets destroyed. Evasion lost.
Inflicting heavy
Come on.
damage.
I thought he would be more impressed by that salvo. I have to shoot right past Lady Carino. Oh well. It's the kind of the only shot that we do have, so one of our better ones. Fine enough, I guess. Alpha again. Alpha.
All weapons committed.
Damn it. Thing's still standing.
BattleMech, critical damage detected.
Talk to me.
Alright. That?
Fall in behind me.
No, we're actually not gonna do that. Scratch that order.
Roger that.
Are we trying to go for a different strategy? You
They punched through my defenses.
damn it, man. Like, the only one of our guys who's just semi-vulnerable has just moved right into
I'm listening.
a position where we can just barely hit it, you know, and then he says, you know, I'll be doing that. Since we've already built up a lot of heat, I'm actually gonna melee that guy. Only we only have one position that we can do that from. That. Left leg destroyed. Okay. Thing. Well, that thing's pretty much wreck, like in any aspect. Alright. Can we shoot at it from here? Wait, right. We can do caught shot again. I could go for the center, which is almost cored. I could go for the leg, which has even less structure and is also almost cored. If anyone else was doing this shot, you know? It's go for the beautiful kill and hit the leg. 35%.
Engaging target.
Alright, man, you made the shot. Good for you.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Alright, so we're gonna move in here, yes? Thank the gods you made it, Kamiya. Captain Half was inspecting the engines now. Another 5 minutes we'll be ready to depart. 5 minutes is a long time. Spider, see Lady around to the docking ramp. Once she's around, come back to me. We'll hold this pass against whatever comes.
Thank you, Sir Rashu. Thank you both. I won't forget what you've done for me today. I promise you that.
All units, advance! I want you to take down that dropship, destroy everyone and everything that stands in our way. Alright, I trained you for this. We'll fight side by side, watch each other's backs. Above all else, we keep Leorano safe. Protect the dropship, it's all that matters. Warning, engine heat critical. Warning, error shutdown initiated. Error reactor offline. Weapons offline. Systems inoperable. Trouble with your blackjack, Strider? Shame. Been having to a lot of Royal Guard BattleMechs lately. You have numbers on us and you resorted to sabotage, and you're gloating about it. You've got no honor, you vicious little brat. Not you nor your backstabbing father. Shut your mouth out, man. My father's a great man, and I swear to all the gods, you will suffer if you insult him again. Father's a coward, and so are you. Right, I want you to eject. Now, punch out. You're no good to anybody in a broken mech, and I won't let you die today. Eject, mech warrior. Now, that's an order. Now come for me, Victoria. Your teacher's waiting. Come and show me what you learned.
Mission successful.
Yeah, that seems like a fair fight. Fake news! Fake news! Alright, I guess that mission didn't go quite so well. Easy there, Chris. You took a nasty crack on the head when you punched out. Don't worry, you're safe now. My name is Darius Oliveira, and I'm the ex-co of Markham's Marauders. We're a mercenary outfit with ties to Yazarano. We did some work for the High Lord Tamati way back when. I'd introduced you to Commander Markham, but he was on a supply run in the market district when the bombs fell. He didn't make it. If I wasn't for your company, I'd be dead too. Thank you. That's probably true, but don't mention it. After seeing what happened to Markham, it didn't feel right leaving you in the hands of this new directorate. We picked up your broadcast on the emergency band. We knew what we had to do. What about Mastiff, Sir Roger Montgomery? Did you find him too? Found his mech. Was completely cored out. Nobody survives a hit like that. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. We supported the Royal Guard on a handful of deployments, and Sir Roger earned my respect many times over. Death is a loss for us. So what happens now? Well, things aren't looking so hard around here with that coup and all. House Espinosa's directorate and the new de facto government of the Oregon Reach. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Lady Rano's dead. Her dropship was destroyed on the takeoff. It's all over the news. What a waste. Our sentiments exactly. We're getting the hell out of Oregon territory. I've already booked transport on the first jump ship out. Waiting to a nice, quiet stretch of the Independence space all the way across the frontier, on the Canopian border. Not a cheap trip, but we'll worry about how we're gonna pay for it later. Now, according to the info on the bloodshed, you've got family in the deep periphery. I'm afraid that's gonna make getting you back there difficult. There aren't many freighter captains who are willing to travel that far from the inner sphere. The way I see it, you've got a couple of options. Bloodshed, by the way. Comstar issued identification card carried by mech warriors in the field. So you know which blood type to use, where they're from and stuff. Where to return the remains, You could stay with us for the long haul if you wanted. That's option A. When we get where we're going, we can drop you at the nearest planet. Maybe you can make a place for yourself there. Of course, I need to pitch in for your share of the fuel, plus food, lodging, and repairs on your mech. Fair's fair after all. Alternatively, you could find a place for yourself in the Marauders if you wanted to. Wouldn't take you long to work off your debt, and you ran with Mastiffs, so I know you got shops. Take it over, sleep on it. You have had a hell of a day, and we've got a long road ahead. 3 years later, on Urkrun, Rimworld 1 Frontier. But I guess since this was a really long episode already, I would actually like to end this recording right here. In the next episode, we're gonna be taking a look at what's happening now. I mean, currently we hooked up with that mercenary company, and, well, maybe we're still working for them, I don't know. But we'll see more about that in the next episode. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.